Remy, we take on Plymouth Argyle this weekend. You must be looking forward to coming up against one of your former clubs.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously enjoyed my time there. It was funny that I didn't even watch the draw, to be honest, and then all of a sudden I was getting tweets and that from what's going on here, and then it was just like Plymouth fans just saying obviously looking forward to seeing me and stuff like that. So no, it'll be nice. Obviously see a few old faces. I'm not sure there's that many there that was there when I was, but there'll be a few that obviously I've still stayed in contact with. So it'll be good.
Yeah, you enjoyed your time there, didn't you? And I remember rightly that season you were sort of like we are now, sort of cut adrift from the rest of the pack, and then you ended up turning the form around and staying up.
Yeah, remember getting a call from my agent basically saying if I fancied going on an emergency loan at the time. Knew Plymouth as a club, obviously a decent side, decent name. Didn't realise how far it was at the time until I checked, and it was about a 7.5 hour drive, which was one that sort of swayed me. Well, it didn't sway me obviously, because it was one that sort of tempted me not to. And then I saw that they were rock bottom of the league. Obviously it was just purely I needed to go out and play games. Was only going to go there on an emergency loan at the time. Went in and I think we was like 10 points adrift to the relegation, and they were struggling, to be fair. They were in a bit of trouble. Ended up going in, and I think we just didn't look back. Obviously I think we went 12 games unbeaten or whatever it was, I can't even remember. And then yeah, all of a sudden we're looking at well, I think we crept into the playoffs at one point. We ended up coming seventh. I think we come 7th in the end, a few points from the playoffs. So it was a miracle season, really, how well it went. But it was an enjoyable one at the same time, like, you know, winning games and how good that feeling was. So no, it was good.
They're obviously in League 2 after being relegated from League 1 last season. They've sort of gone through a lot of change with Derek Adams leaving, Ryan Law coming in, and he's brought in, you know, a lot of players who are sort of well known at this level. What sort of a challenge are you expecting this weekend?
They're a good side. Obviously Lowy's gone in there, and I think he's steadied the ship a little bit. It'll be a tough game. I think they want to try and play a bit similar to us, I think, as in trying to play but not stupidly. So it'll be a good game. Obviously they've got a strong squad, signed a few of the Bury lads last year. I'd still think they're probably tipped for promotion. I know they've not done as well as what they thought they would have, but like, you know, League 1, League 2, they're all tough leagues to play in.
Into your second season now at Bolton Wanderers. Obviously last season, this season are kind of contrasting in many ways, but how have you found your time at the club so far?
It's bad as it sounds. I've really enjoyed it. Obviously I can't say it's been perfect, because it hasn't. Everyone knows that stuff's happened in the past and behind the scenes, and obviously with rumours of me leaving and stuff like that. But no, I've enjoyed it. Obviously at the minute it's been good with the new gaffer coming in and putting his sort of like philosophy to it, and we're all buying into it, you know. As you can see on the football pitch now, the lads have been excellent since they've come in. The new lads have been different class. The old lads have been good. So no, I've enjoyed my time, definitely. Like I said, it's been tough. I've said in the press probably about a month ago how hard it was. I don't need to go into it again. But we can only look forward now. We need to stay in this league, and at the minute we've been excellent. So we've just got to carry on, keeping the standards high and progressing, and probably putting the standards even higher than what we've set already.
Yeah, we all know about the difficulties of last season, but as bad as it was, does it sort of act as a kind of character building experience?
Definitely. Obviously, I'd like to say now, touch wood, that we'll probably never ever have to go through something like that again in football. I'd like to think not anyway, but if we do, it's one of them where we're obviously ready for it. We know what we've got coming to us, but it's one of them where I don't want to keep going back to it, because we've moved on from it now. Things have happened in the past out of our control, and we've had to deal with it. And like I said, I think most of us have dealt with it brilliantly, if I'm honest. There's obviously a few issues, which there was always going to be, purely because obviously we're all footballers. We've all got families. We've all got lives outside of football that we need to deal with. And obviously that was a tough situation for not only me as a footballer, but me, my family, my friends, and people that cared for me. You know. But at the minute, like I said, it's back on the up, and it's a really nice place, really good place to be around. We've all brought into how the gaffer wants to be, and that's the main thing as we stand.
Yeah, new chapter for the football club. Does it feel like a positive environment, a good place to be right now.
Definitely. A lot of people come up to me and without me even saying anything, they say how good of a setup, how good of a football club it has been, it should be. Obviously you get a few people come up and say, oh, Bolton this, Bolton that, but you're going to, it's one of them. With everything that's happened, are we going to be tarnished forever? Probably not, but at the minute we are because of, like I said, what happened. But it's a massive club, it always has been. It's one reason why I come and one reason why I come back. It's a big club that shouldn't be where we are. So I think looking on in the future now, all we've got to do is concentrate on progressing back up the leagues and being a stable club like we used to be. So.
The start of the season, obviously difficult circumstances with a lot of young players playing, a lot of sort of heavy defeats, but now we're on a run of 3 wins in a row, looking to make that 4 this weekend. Must be pleasing to be in a team that's in such good form.
It's a nice feeling. Yeah, like I said, it's been tough because we haven't had that winning feeling for probably almost a year now. Obviously last season we didn't win as many as what we'd like to, but just having that winning feeling back, it makes you realise how good of a feeling it is, and how you sort of take it for granted. Obviously when I touched on earlier being at Plymouth, going on a win-to-win basis, and it just gets frowned upon in the end. But now you've just got to sort of look at it like the gaffer says every day in training: be a winner, be a winner. That's what he wants. He wants whatever you do, he wants you to be a winner, and it's as simple as that. You don't go into games to lose. Do you know what I mean? You've got to go into games, and the situation we're in, we need to win games. As simple as that. We can't afford to take our foot off the gas and I think we've done it, or think it's easy now. We've won 3 games in a row. We've got to carry on Plymouth Saturday. We've got to obviously go and get the win there and progress in the cup as well.
Obviously a lot of players, new players came into the club at the end of August. What have you made to the quality of players that have been brought in? You look at it now, Darryl Murphy's starting to get goals to his name, and the squad looks good.
Yeah, Murph's been brilliant, to be fair. Gives you something up front that every keeper loves, really. Obviously, like you say, we want to play out from the back, but if you don't, you've got someone like him that can hold it up, flick it on. But not only him, everyone that's come in, every player that we brought in. Obviously, when we first saw it and saw the list of, what was it, 9 players come in, was it, or whatever it was, yeah. You're looking through the list going, you know what, that's not bad, that's a good effort. And again, obviously the gaffer and Flicks come in on the day of the transfer window, whatever it was, and we had to get the signings in on that day, and they worked miracles, to be honest. Obviously not only them, the board, the people up on the higher up, so the standard's good. Obviously you see it in training, you see it when we play, you see the standard of what we want to achieve and how we want to be, and obviously bringing the likes of Brids in as well, who's probably one of the best I've seen on the ball. So it's definitely exciting, but again, we've got to carry on doing what we've been doing and progressing back up that league.
Starting from the top, really, the manager, and then obviously the rest of the group, is the belief there collectively that the team can
100%,
make a charge?
100%, yeah. We would be doing it because we've got to, but we wouldn't be putting everything into it if we didn't think that we could stay in this league. Look, would I say it's a miracle? No, but it's going to be tough. Of course it is, because of how adrift we have been, obviously how late we've sort of left it to bring the players in. But you can tell by the players we've brought in that we have wanted to give it a go. We didn't have to bring in the likes of Murph, Bridge, obviously Chip, people like that. We didn't have to bring them players in. We could have just said, you know what, let's forget about this season, let's concentrate on next season, save a few quid this season, we'll go again and get promoted next season. But we haven't. We've obviously give it a go. We've kept hold of players, Lowy, Murph, and obviously the other ones that we've kept hold of. So obviously I'm not going to sit here now and say, yeah, we're going to stay up, because we've got to face reality and say it's going to be tough. But there's no point doing it if you don't believe in it, and we do believe in it. The gaffers give us that belief. We're giving ourselves that belief. We've gone 3 games unbeaten now, and even before that, we've obviously drew to the likes of Sunderland, Blackpool. When really, if you look back at them games, we probably were the better team. Oxford as well. So it's definitely exciting times. But again, we've got to carry on doing what we've been doing.
A slight distraction from the league this week, and obviously in the FA Cup. A run in the FA Cup would be nice as well, wouldn't it?
Definitely, and I think, obviously, as you've seen, even in the previous cups we've played in, the gaffer wants to do well in every game we play in. He's a winner. He wants us to win games. He wants us to get that mentality of winning, getting back to winning games. And like you saw against Rochdale, Man City midweek, we're playing a strong team. We're not messing about now. We've got And not only that, we've got to get the match fitness and stuff like that. Obviously the lads have been missed out on pre-season and stuff like that. So, and you can see we're getting back to how fit we want, the gaffer wants us to be, how fit the lads probably had been. Obviously without having the pre-season, they were never going to be up to full scratch. But everyone's brought into it, you know. Obviously training's been tough. The lads have said how tough it's been. The gaffer's said it's going to be tough, and it has been hard. Not so much for me, but it has been hard for the outfield lads, because that's what we had to get to. We had to get that match fitness. We want to press. We want to press for the whole game, you know. And obviously early on in this league, when the gaffer come in, we were playing well up to 60-70 minutes, and then that's when we started blowing up, and obviously that's when we started conceding late goals. Whereas at the minute, touch wood, it's not been too bad. We've still conceded a few sloppy goals which we want to cut out, but we're not conceding nowhere near as many as what we were at the start of the season, and that's, for me at the minute, that's the main thing. And it's nice, obviously you're not getting beat heavily every week, so it's been good.